So, first off is an upgrade we got.
Emma,
For Snow
can you
Shine.
come snowboarding with me, Enderman?
Not that. Damn it.
Originally,
First one.
carve a path for us. The path. What wind speed's okay? Visibility's good. Perfect weather for snowboarding.
Her first picture is this. Yep, she is Snover. A mug of hot cocoa flavors from Kurgish, that's how I'm pronouncing it. It's definitely a great choice before hiking the next mountain or seeing the next SOS distress call. Compared to basically last time, that is the only one. But in addition to a list that we got today, I also got two other characters that I wanted to do the profile stuff last week, but me and Leo got too into talking, so that's why. The first is Ember,
No mercy for mistakes. We must hone
a defensive unit who I actually want to get a team for, because I like how she looks. Basically, she is a heat unit. Her combo trigger is when the controlled operator is attacked, and the knockdown. Yep, I did. While knockdown deals physical damage and knockdown while giving HP. The tribute of will increases the amount of HP given. And her ultimate slams the ground to nearby enemies, granting every teammate a shield based on her max HP. Sadly, I don't like the fact that her will is not her default stat. But anyway, profile. She is from the Order of Steel Oath. And I'm also gonna get the races list. Also, then what's the... Okay. Yeah, basically, she is a Sancta. Show me. Which... Yeah. If your mind... Yeah, okay, yeah, reading this. Yeah. If your mind went to Sanctum, yep, angels. Which, okay, I was not expecting we were going to get angels in this fucking series. Expertise 1, combat technique. Armor defender. The Order of Steel Oath treats an assault as a means to guard an objective. In the front lines where the fighting is hardest, the Oathkeeper's defenses serve as a means of attack. Fortitude. A constitution fortitude. You never run out of things to do in the battlefield. The immensity of your tasks boil down to how unwilling you are to fall. Military training. She is accustomed to life accompanied by sword and warfare. Her crusade is not yet over. She's constantly preparing for it. DIY repairs. Even the most advanced equipment must be properly maintained. A soldier is duty-bound to have complete knowledge of their closest companions. Her date of birth is April 10th. She is Oropathian positive. And physical examination. Excellent in everything except for arts assimilation, which is standard. Oh, really? They're tied to Sarkaz. Interesting. But it's like they don't have cat ears. That's weird. Operator Ember has multiple instances of combat trauma throughout her body that have yet to fully heal. Despite her suboptimal physical condition, she has achieved stellar performance in her physical examinations. Though Ember claims to have experienced self-treatment to sustain operational performances, close monitoring of her health and recovery is strongly advised to prevent a regression. Human Resources Summary. Operator Ember served as Salt Banner of the Order of Steel Oath. She saw active service on the Northern Front against the Agaloy before returning to the Civilization Band, managed to post humorous affairs of her late comrades and recruit new soldiers. Okay. So the Halo replaces the heirs. Interesting. I kind of like that. Following a recommendation from Order Castellan Gerald Sanctified Zasso, Ember began collaborating with Enfield Industries and carrying out various operations on their behalf. Ember is a team player and never hesitates in sharing her thoughts. She is also an extremely sensitive listener. As an Oathkeeper soldier, she appreciates the importance of discourse. The duration of this particular interview is about 37% shorter than the average. We recommend adopting the relevant recordings and select examples of effective communication of this division. Also, pursuant to Supervisor Perlica's requests, the following reminders shall be re-emphasized. Although Ember herself expressed no particular concerns, unnecessary questioning of her past means an offense to her personal dignity. Anything could have happened in the battlefield. Anyone who endured and survived such extreme adversities shall deserve the utmost respect. I didn't know that either. Hold on. All right. The Assault Banner often carry out anchor busting missions and is often nicknamed the Nail by a fellow Oathkeeper. Unlike blades, bullets, or spearheads, nails require a sharp point, a strong, silent, stiff shaft, and a sturdy head. Everything matched the properties of the Assault Banner. They would pierce through the defenses, hit the mark, survive the encirclement, and wait for the main hammering strike to silence the Anchor permanently. As an elite and exemplary member of an Assault Banner, it would seem that Ember was born for this role. She has extensive experiences in performing hot combat drops in team battles. She is also skilled at suppressing enemies and supporting allies in mid to close range combat operations. Ember also wields Originium arts that can burn enemies or offer basic first aid to her allies. It is also rather surprising that Ember does not prefer fighting with guns like most Sancta. Nevertheless, she is a dream soldier for any commander. Skilled, professional, steadfast, experienced, and always aware of her mission and action. Okay, sorry about that. Just a little bit distracted by it on the phone, but yeah, no, I'm focusing. The war in the north is an arithmetic problem. A 5-point enemy force can only be engraved with a 6-point formation because our 8-point forces must be held in reserve to take down 7-point enemies. It is not uncommon to fight 200-point Agaloy forces with a 100-point company. Every score we miss must be avenged with interest. Excuse me. The Assault Banner is our force multiplier. Without them, we have no hope of victory. If we lose them, everything we fought and bled for so far will be lost. Lost as well. I believe you now have a better understanding of the caliber of people who get to become Oathkeeper's nails. The next character I got is Aviwena. She is a Cactus. That's from the Talos 2 General Chamber of Commerce. She has street wisdom negotiator. She's tagged the price for everything in the world down to a single word, a single look, and a single thought. Bouncy Fighter. Do not underestimate her skills. While dodging and evading the opponent, she's always ready to make a lightning quick pounce. I forgot to actually go and look at her skills. We'll do that after we're done with this part. Life's transit point. Not many people know that she enjoys making her lodgings as comfortable as possible. Even fewer know how many homes she actually owns. Splurging on jewelry. It's not the shimmering glitter of jewelry, but the act of buying that brings her satisfaction. And she tends to truly spoil herself for this trip. Abilities. She's an electric type. Leaps to midair to disturb Maelstrom with her lance, dealing some electric damage to nearby enemies while pulling back all Thunder Lances and Thunderlance EX in the battlefield towards itself. The returning Thunder Lances pierce through all enemies along the paths and deal electric damage, while turning EXs deal more damage and also apply electric infliction. When a controlled operator performs a final strike on target with active electric infliction or electrification, leaps into midair and throws 3 Thunder Lances at the target. Then he deals 1 hit electric damage to enemies in the area. Throws Thunder Lance EX at the target to deal massive damage. Okay, not bad. Anyway, profile. She was born October 25th. Oropathy negative. Physical examination. Standard, excellent, standard, and standard. Aviwena is the armed messenger of the Special Logistics Module under the Enfield Industries Specialist Tech Division. Sweet as a sugar carrot, but armed with a big lance, this summarizes my evaluation of Aviwena. If she intends to get something done, she would do so with the most honeyed approach and most merciless of measures. Of course, if Abby found out she indulged in the latter, she would treat it as a lapse in performance. Abby has confessed to us, to get things done in the Wildlands, even the kindest soul must put on the most vicious mask. She has exhibited childlike innocence, acted like a mercenary, and negotiated like a professional fraud. We do not know which of these best represents the true profile of Aviwena. Perhaps this might be the reason for her excellent mission performance. While serving as a messenger in our Specialist Tech Division, Operator Aviwena could not give a more different vibe than Operator Gilberta. The latter is known throughout Enfield for her uninhibited sweetness and geniality. Aviwena, on the other hand, approaches socializing like a professional and manages relationships accordingly. One has to work with Operator Aviwena for extended periods of time before noticing her peculiar quirks. For example, despite being extremely loquacious during small gatherings or in private, everyone who recalled the exchanges would realize that they hardly got any truth from Aviwena, especially about herself. Nevertheless, people tend to find themselves spilling their beans with Aviwena as she proved to be an excellent listener. She is always capable of asking friendly questions, leading on discussions along the directions she has planned, and concluding dialogues at just the perfect moments. Aviwena personally explains such skills with her background. She was born in a huge Cultist family living in the free city of Aloy Carrot. Patience easily becomes the most important virtue when living with a large number of kin. This claim has been verified. Querying Aviwena and the population database in Aloy Carrot gives you over 80 individuals with the same name. Whenever Aviwena casually drops a morsel of info about herself, it's always a subtle bait to get her conversational partner to lay everything out. A short dialogue is all she needs to acquire background information and context about everyone she is chatting with. Aviwena would also argue, with great cunning, that she did so out of professional habit that carried over from a messenger career, where one must constantly deal with people. One thing to note, no one resents Aviwena's air of mystery. Instead, it only got more people interested in chatting her up. Her presence greatly enhanced Enfield's ability to navigate the local affairs that are often tangled and delicate. Aviwana is a master at resolving conflicts and diffusing tension, walking away without a scratch. She's like a miner navigating the crisscrossing mines and tunnels of alloyed care. One directing the situation will feel lost. And last but not least, our new character, Alesh.
Perfect for a Sonic King.
His skill hooks on a block vice and slams it to deal physical. Oh, that's cool. That's kind of cool. I kind of want to see that. I kind of would like to see that. Yeah, he's a blue pup. Like, that's kind of fucking cool. Like, I kind of might add him to the team just to basically just so we could check that out. Because there's no showcasing thing, which I think sucks. I think that basically these types of games should have a, oh hey, you want to see the skill thing. Yeah. Anyway, when the arch reaction originating crystals of a nearby target is consumed, opens an angling hole beneath the enemy to deal physical damage or recover some SP. This skill is a chance to hook a rare fin that greatly increases damage dealt and recovers more SP. Oh, really? Excuse me. We'll look at that when we're done. One monster catch. Alesh hooks a fin of an unbelievable size and slams it to deal cryo damage, apply cryo infliction, enemies in large area effect in front of it. Cover some SP on hit, with additional SP gained for each target defeated. No, not that. Where is it? Or is it the operator guide? Yeah, he is from United Workers Syndicate's Talos 2. He's an Anati. That is, I actually closed the thing. Oh, they're an ancient race. They are I'm gonna butcher this because it's the scientific name. Mustelodias. Basically, this family consists of red panda, mephidates, skunks, and stink badgers, weasel, those, and that sort of stuff. Kind of not bad. Through your nameplate in game. Okay. Anyway, aquatic expertise 1, outdoor survival, aquatic biomes. Skilled in surviving uncharted waters, no matter how deep or shallow it is. Operations planning. Alesh is always planning something. Sometimes it's angling, other times it's pulling up the fitting nets. Serious literature. Mr. Alesh usually naps with a book on his face, and he changes the book every week. Ocean angling. Fin angling may look like a peaceful sport, but it's actually a wrestling match against monstrous waves. His date of birth is September 1st. He is oropathy positive. His physical examination, standard, excellent, and excellent. There are plenty of things we can learn by studying Operator Alesh's Originium arts. He probably used the arts to create a fin-like construct from memory or figment of his imagination. The fin is likely to be an entity summoned from another dangerous or unknown dimension. I guess. I'm going to take a drink before I read more. Operator Alesh is currently an angler and fin vendor. He is now working at Enfield Industries following the recommendation of our UWST liaison, Siegel. After evaluations, we believe that the operator is capable of serving as liaison or covert ops agent in the frontiers. When Operator Alesh arrived at Enfield, he placed a fresh fin of an unknown species on my desk. It smelled of the sea and exhibited a bright sheen. When Lush realized I did not require any dietary proteins, immediately offered to perform taxidermy on the catch and mount them on the wall to commemorate our meeting. After a moment of silence, I transferred the fin to the Chief of Logistics Office, completed his onboarding process, signed a regional liaison agreement as well as covert operations agreement. He summarized his understanding of his duties with line, angling, but not for the roast. Preliminary observation. Unless it exhibits an adequate adaptability to our work environment, seems incredibly at ease with himself and displays no other obvious anomalous quirks. Professional stability and performance will require further observations. Oh God. Hello, people. I'm the new candidate consultant for angling strategies and instructor for hobby angling. Never heard it? Yeah, I think some boss man probably misread my resume and decided to hire me. Maybe he sneezed and got me approved. I'm just an angler and fin seller, you know? It's also possible that your Enfield system got too many loopholes, since the freezer gets treated as a frontline combat hardware. Anyway, I got in. Okay, since no one is shooing me away, I'll try to share my true knowledge. It's not going to be our engineering or tactics. I'm talking about angling. Don't underestimate angling. It's an outdoor medication for true anglers. Those who don't know anything call an old boy's excuse to be lazy. I'll tell you about angling with the Enfield lingo. It's a miniaturization of tactile operation. You got a bait, hook, deception, patience. Who ends up slipping? Who gets hooked? Who becomes bait? And who becomes deep fried fins on the shore? It's all about luck and vision. Now let's take a look at two basic terms. Float angling and bottom angling. What is float angling? It's just scattering the bait in the water and looking at your float. You may think you caught something when the float moves a little. When you lift the rod with excitement, you realize the fin never bit. And in fact, laughing and blowing bubbles at you. Some fins take 2 bites and swim away. And some of them take the bait. They snag the line and take you for a fool. Just like a turf battle. Bandit gives you a funny look and you think he's about to make a move, but it turns out he only remembered that he forgot about spices for the fins too. Angling is not about mysterious techniques. It's all about snapping your rod after 20 missed pulls. Not snapping your rod after 20 missed pulls. So what is bottom angling? You dig a hole for yourself and then sink a bait. And then nothing else happens. Then it's just ignore what you did. Maybe they'll roll their eyes before moving on. I used to know a gang advisor is an expert in bottom angling. He always says, stop moving, son. They fear you more if you stay still. So senior advisor would spend all day on a second-hand rocking chair while they break our legs out there. And then he would squint his eyes and go, look, the enemy's taking the bait. Take the friggin' bait. I hope the old bastard shifts rocks and dies. I was the friggin' bait. Got a little carried away. Anyway, angling is a great sport. Just start angling if you want to know how fun it is. In my humble opinion, it's far healthier than sitting here and looking at cold, dark space. Your question is, why am I even here? This is canteen food and no one's clocking my naps. Pretty nice place, actually. Alessia's contribution to the hobby sharing get together. That's funny. Alright,
I believe we should be better.
Operation manual. After finding protocol page, viewed from an operation manual. Ah, cool. Okay, so we could do this stuff. Okay. Yeah, basically we can get operator XP, protocol space promotion, promotions, T creds, and skill up. And weapon progression is XP and weapon tune, leveling up the weapon to the next ranking. Okay.
Still waiting for something?
Okay. Through your nameplate in game. I am looking, hun. I do not see it. Anyway, that's gonna kind of be it for it. All right. I'm gonna go back to the operator thing. I will be honest, since now I have access to being able to kind of do the energy draining stuff. Don't be surprised if levels and levels and rankings are going to be different between stuff. But I'll still basically be keeping kind of just keeping in tune with story, but also sometimes I might not. So yeah, so yeah, if we're at different levels between this week and next Thursday, yeah. But I probably will be sticking with like I said, I probably won't be doing it. But yeah. That's gonna be it for the session.